In this video, I will talk about recalibrating instructional plan. Converting residential classes to a technology-enhanced flexible learning is not just a matter of putting your resources on the net and emailing assignments. Online teaching is another mode of delivery. Teaching materials and activities should be reformatted, redesigned, and restructured without sacrificing the intended learning outcomes of the course or the subject. Residential to online distance learning is a rigorous process. Transition starts from curricular modification until quality and migration. As we all know, an instructional plan comprises of the different alignments in terms of the learning objective, assessment items, instructional strategy and activities, and content. Recalibration focuses on the modification of two major activities, and these are the recalibration of assessment items and at the same time the instructional strategy and activities. In this two, the online distance learning must be emphasized. We all know about the Bloom's taxonomy, but we have to emphasize on the so-called the Bloom's digital taxonomy. There are many verbs and there are many higher order thinking skills and lower order thinking skills that have changed because of technology integration. Just like this, in this Bloom's digital technology, the modified taxonomy, the Bloom's extended digital taxonomy, the functional levels, and activities with digital tools are provided. Just like this in this framework, the pedagogy wheel in version 4, actually there is already a new version into this, but this is basically similar. What is interesting in this model is through this framework, when we recalibrate or modify our syllabus, we will be guided on what is the right action verb, what is the right activity which is appropriate and relevant in an online environment, and most of all, what are the available tools that we can subscribe, we can purchase, and we can use that is the most available and most applicable and appropriate in the kind of learning outcomes that we wish to achieve in our teaching and learning. So say for example, if the learning outcome is on create, there are available and suggested verbs that you can use. Say for example, suggest, create, originate, compose, transform, imagine. From this, there are suggested activities available like animating, under activities on create, ebook, mixing, storytelling, TV, radio program, multimedia presentation and production, and so on and so forth. And if you will click on the different icons here, you will be directed to the source or to the website of that particular application. So this is pedagogy wheel. There are actually some tools that will help you, no? So say for example, like this one, this is a very nice one. It's a good start actually. All you have to do is to do like this. Step 1, choose a cognitive domain. So what do you want, no? So in this level, let's say for example, in my case, I want my students at the highest level of taxonomy, which is the create. All I have to do is to just click on this, then choose a verb. So choose a verb from create cognitive dimension appropriate for your objective. So create, like in my case, I teach instructional design. So I want my students to develop. No? Develop what? So by the end of this course, module lesson, you will be able to develop. Then I will just click next. Here, type what. So what skill or knowledge do you want a student to acquire? This is usually a noun or a noun phrase. So develop a noun. So let's say, for example, a syllabus. No? So click anywhere outside to update your objective. Okay, develop syllabus. Like that. And then next. And that's my objective. No? Again, that's only an example. Another one is a syllabus generator. This is also a nice tool that will help you or assist you. It's a syllabus builder, and let me stop my sharing and I'll share with you how it looks like and demonstrate to you how it looks like. So this is the syllabus builder, no, and then like launch syllabus generator. So course title, so example, educational technology. Course number, our EDUC 101. Instructor, I am Dr. Dave E. Marshall. I have no assistant. Location, well, obviously it's BC 101. Start time, let's say 1 p.m. And then 3:30, 3 p.m. And then when is the start? Just use that and class day, never mind. And then course has a final requirement. Yes, final exam date. Let's say, for example, August 1. What's the class days? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then I'll just click continue. And there you go. You have the data now. You can input the basic information. So basic information, this is the basic information. Then you can start your content. What is the course description? So course description is here, the text, and then here you can say this this course is an introduction of, and so on and so forth and so on. So assuming that one, and then you have add content. Okay, then if you have daily plans, you can also add, and then you can save changes. So interestingly, you have now your course description, you have your schedule, and then as I've mentioned, you can add more of this. So this will also guide you, and then you can export that into the template. For sure, in your university, you have your own template. What I am trying to say here is you can add a new section like say for example grading requirement or grading system, grading grading system, and then let's say quiz 25% and so on. You can add a content, but let's try to look at it here. Oh, there is a grading system. So this will, especially if you have a problem with templating, this will help you also. Again, this is just a guide. After all, the content is to be produced by you. One of the many preparations in the transition process from face-to-face to online is the learning continuity plan. There should be a well-studied and thorough framework, transition process, and documentation of the integration approaches when we develop our learning continuity plan. It must be relevant. It must be available to our stakeholders, and there should be an appropriate tool and resources that are easily available among the different stakeholders in our school. Recalibration does not just simply end on approaches and models and activities in the classroom. It has to be systemic. There is a need for us to recalibrate registration and enrollment process. There is a need to recalibrate and evaluate the nature of our activities, class time, and even evaluation. Let us define and declare operationally what is synchronous and asynchronous activity, and most of all, simulate the screen time of our students and teachers. Let us also publish our virtual classroom guidelines, reinforce our intellectual property and data privacy guidelines on online delivery of education. Recalibrating our instructional plan is a never-ending process in this uncertain time of the pandemic. Let us all be flexible to continuously provide quality education.